Hey, Cedric here. I promised you a good video on isometrics for if you A, can't afford steel for bending, B, you don't have one of my bender's helpers available, or C, D, E, whatever. For whatever reason you want a good isometric workout. It's going to strengthen your steel bending technique and is also going to build your muscles in your upper body. Alright, we're going to work both push and pull. Okay, so you're going to need a dish towel, alright, or some other kind of hand towel, a block of wood approximately 7 inches long, 7 or 8, alright, and this is a 2x3, not 2x4. But it's what I had handy, so that's what I'm going to use. Now, you'll have to incorporate some wrist strengthening exercises. We've gone over these, just simple levers and stuff like that. But I'm also going to show you some isometrics with the towel that'll strengthen your wrist for steel bending. So, when approaching isometric work exercises, I want you to always go slow. Okay? Don't just hit yourself with these exercises. Let me just do this lamp real quick here. Get a little extra light in the room, maybe. I want you to be careful. All right? Don't just go into it full bore, because isometrics, you're pushing against an immovable object. All right? Yourself in this instance. So I want you to remember that and go slowly. All right? Slowly build pressure and keep it at, I'm going to say 50 to 60% of your full, monkey strong capacity. Okay? Keep your joints safe. Build that strength in there. Your ligaments, tendons, you don't want to tear muscles and stuff. So go slow. Okay. When we're bending steel, your first step is, and this is for the double overhand, alright? You bring that steel up and you've got a grip, and then you push forward. So we're gonna mimic that movement, alright? Keeping our hands about like this, and we're going to push forward, okay? So our elbows are going to be trying to drive forward, and allow that, keep this up under your neck, under your chin. Push forward to create that pressure. Engage your traps and lats and everything, okay? Put it all in there. And feel your chest just tighten up too. Your upper chest. You'll feel that, and hold that for whatever count you choose, okay? Just hold that. Then we're going to go ahead and turn it to work the crush, alright? And then keep it up tight, and the same movement, but this is going to focus more with pectoral muscles, okay? Drive those elbows forward, feel your chest tighten up, your lats, traps, everything. And hold that. And then again. Drive those elbows forward. And then again. And continue that, okay? Do say 3 sets. So that would be, 1, 2, 3, right? Then you want to grab that towel and work the opposite muscles, the opposing muscles, alright? And this is going to strengthen your wrists. I'll explain how. When we put pressure, it tries to turn our hands like this, because this is straightening out, alright? So I want you to turn your fists back, alright? So bring this up in that same position. It's going to try to straighten. You're going to do that, and you will just feel that in those wrists and forearms. Boy, howdy will you. Alright? Hold that for whatever count you choose. Then we're going to do the opposite. Now here you'll leave a little more space, because you'll have more range of movement here, range of motion, okay? So we're going to drive those wrists and try to bring your knuckles together while pulling outward, alright? You're going to feel this all through your back. Drive those knuckles forward, or toward each other, your forefinger knuckle. And hold that for whatever count you choose, okay? And you can even do this, but be careful moving under load in an isometric. I really prefer no movement, alright? Just bring those knuckles together and then pull away. Alright? Now, next, you're going to stand like this, okay? Like you're holding a sword or something for a picture. You know? And then press down with the fist that's above and pull up with the bottom one. And just put that tension and hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then run back through. Alright? Drive those elbows forward, keeping it tucked up, and keep those forearms as parallel to the ground as possible, okay? And then the crush. Alright? So, I finally got my prototype done. I hadn't come up with a name for it yet. And this is just, it's right now too hard for me to bend. I'm using my bender's helpers as progression. I've got this where it's 6" from bend to bend, 7" from bend to bend. You know, at the end where you're going to contact on your palms. And then this, I can't hardly move this sucker. These I can move, and this is beast. Oh, I've been just doing isometrics, right? Because I really can't drive, man, you know, because my back's all still a little monkeyed up. But check it out. I decided to try bending some steel because, you know, it's been a while, and I was able to bend that drill rod, that H drill rod that old Rusty Stuff sent me. I got that bent, and then right after I did that, I managed to bend, where'd I put it? Managed to bend a 1/4" by 7", a 1/4" square, cold rolled steel after this. So I'm really stoked about that. Isometrics are working. I was able to bend those without having to bear down with just muscular work, you know, without bearing down forward. So this is a real little beast, man. This is really going to help you work on your form too. I'll maybe have a limited number of these for sale. You contact me or let me know if you're interested. This will really help you work on that form, I think, because you want to keep that coil pointed in the direction that you're going to be bending, right? Because it's easy for that to get turned around. And then just drive those elbows forward. I'm really beat down from yesterday because I had bent steel in so long, and then put in and bent some steel. Oh man, it's a beast. Loving it. When I'm able to displace this or move this 30 degrees, I'll be just about ready for that red nail, I think. If I can move this 35 or 40 degrees, I'll say, then I'll be ready for that red nail. Because at the kink, this is just unbelievably hard. And then you got these, you know, for that progression toward being able to do that. Is these. I can get these back good. Take these about 30 degrees. So, those are your isometrics, alright? And I've already showed you this one. This is one of my favorites. This is really good for just getting warmed up before you're going to bend, alright? And then then switch. And you're just putting pressure against those. And again, don't just drive against it and tear some ligaments. Alright, go easy. Be good to yourself. So, it's just some simple isometrics, alright? To recap, the towel isometrics. Drive your pinky knuckles toward each other, alright? So that your fists are about parallel. And then put that pressure, you're going to try to pull your fists apart, okay? While keeping them parallel. And then you're going to do the same thing here, except your fists will actually look more like this, okay? And then put that pressure. Alright? And then this, pushing down with the upper fist and up with the lower fist. Switch and repeat. Alright? And then here, super simple, okay? We're gonna just push and drive those elbows forward, okay? So that all the force of all those muscles, your chest, lats, traps, alright, biceps, triceps, forearms, drives forward and is all concentrated on whatever's between your hands, okay? Drive those elbows forward, keeping this up tight, okay? And then turn for the crush. Alright, keeping it tight. So, that's it, y'all. I'll be back with more, alright? Because I really like the isometric exercises. You know, you can do them even if you've got injured leg or something like that. You still figure out ways to get stronger, alright, and feel better. So, be good to yourselves, okay? Because you're worth it. And I dig you. So you live free and always, always, always punch hard, okay? Hold that head up high. And I'll catch you later.